found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
2 guineas? Damn, boy. You're going to eat well tonight. Let's have a bowl of burnt broth and a lump of stale bread. Mmm. Okay, well, I can't just go there. Maybe I need to put more stuff together first. Right. So we've got Patrick Cairns. And Peter Carey was a non-smoker, so this means it was his tobacco pouch. Okay. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene, but it must still be proven. So we've got to talk to him.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Disguise yourself as a sailor and find Cairns at the Sea Witch pub. Cool. See, there's a character here we haven't found yet. That must be Cairns, actually, yeah. Okay, because that's Liam Hurtley, the gardener. Alright. Let's go change. Let's put some sailor's outfits on. What have we got? A sailor outfit. There it is. So we'll dress as a sailor. And then go to the makeup table. We need a sort of a hat, I think. Not a top hat. Definitely not that hat. Not a bowler hat. Maybe. Let's go with that. Don't think we need glasses. Facial hair wise, we can go with something like mutton chops. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
I don't know about the hat though. Let's have a look at the other hat.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Yeah. Okay. There's nothing in here we can interact with. I speak to the landlord? No. Not him, so it's this guy. There we go.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Follow Cairns' facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, and idle, and plan your counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. Okay. We're going to restrain, because he's tensing. Now, push. Nope. Restrain, 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 restrain. Now I'm going to push. I've got to hammer the button to push. Nope. Oh, this is tough. There we go. Stop pushing. Ah, damn. Nope. I'm gonna have to hold him off for a while and build my stamina back up. Okay, when he sort of clenches, he's gonna push. There's no point in me pushing at the same time because we'll just use up more stamina. No, come on. Oh, come on. See, when he's doing that, I think he's restraining. And then when he kind of grimaces, he's pushing. Bam! Get wrecked! Ooh, that was hard.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
All right, let's size him up first. There's a gold earring. Yeah, wrecked. What else have we got? Cheap clothes. Strong hands. Yellowed nails. Signs of a smoker. And a tattoo. Got a Popeye tattoo. Let's continue.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
All right. Gotcha this time. Oh, yes. Now I see those facial expressions.
Well,
Every
good
time he
for
sort
you,
of
I
purses his
reckon.
lips like
You're
he's
stronger
restraining.
when you look. Here's your
And when he
10 shillings.
is pushing.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
How's that? No job?
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
So when Peter Carey retired, there's one less whaler out there that you could sign on with. And if there are fewer and fewer whales each year lately, getting difficult.
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter. Well, we know that.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumours about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too, swinging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered.
Nelligan.
They made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
Man overboard, I think.
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course. Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
So we need to drop the pouch into his pocket. Zoop.
Here it is.
Boopy boopy boo. Ah, I'm much refreshed.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
That's a good way to figure it out. You could just put it in front of him, but why would we have it? We have no reason, right?
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod.
The
He might
Pequod.
need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here.
Oh, what
It's
false
time
hope to
leave.
give a man. But he did lie to us. Well, he didn't lie. We never asked him if he'd seen Black Peter recently. But he didn't volunteer that either, did he? He was at the cabin drinking with him that night. Yeah. Let's have a look at this first then. What have we got? So, that was his tobacco pouch that we found. Those letters go together, as we know. So Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means he was at the scene of the murder, thus proves his guilt. Not necessarily. He could have left it there and left peacefully, and then Carey was murdered later. But it proves he visited at the very least. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. That means he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove he's the murderer. Yeah. Right, let's start putting some of this in order, actually, then. So, Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabinet. Explains his presence at the scene of the murder. Well, if he was involved in the murder, he would have taken the papers. He went back for his notebook. I still believe that. He may not. He may have. May have been going there as well for that. It depends whether we believe him that he lost his notebook at a hotel. But that means he doesn't have motive. That means he's a victim of circumstance. And then over here, Liam Hurtley was flirting with Peter Carey's wife and fell in love, but it didn't go beyond affectionate but harmless letters in words. Or there was some desperate jealousy. Liam Hurtley loved Judith Carey so desperately, his jealousy could have provoked him to commit a murder. He wouldn't be stupid enough to go back to the scene of the crime with a letter, though, or would he? I don't know. Let's go with that for now. This was harmless flirting, so that gives us a new conclusion. Liam Hurtley's relationship with Judith Carey gives him a motive for killing Peter Carey. While Hurtley's presence at Woodland Lee on the night of the murder is explained by his affection towards Judith Carey, the fact that he worked there as a gardener. Again, we'll just settle for that for now. But this is really going nowhere. We need more information still. Okay. What's the next task? I think we should go back to Scotland Yard. Let's see if we can talk to the suspects there again. I mean, we haven't been to talk to... we should probably change as well. Yeah. Let's go to Baker Street instead. They won't know who I am if I just walk in there. Who are you? Sherlock Holmes? You don't look like Sherlock Holmes. Get out. Oh. We automatically change. Let's talk to Watson as well. You enjoying your tea, Watson?
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
It's possible. If we believe it was a skilled hand and strength alone, it was him. But we don't know what his motive would be. He's kept this secret all this time. Why would he now, resort to murder? To steal the bonds that he didn't know they existed? I don't think he'd be smart enough to know about bond numbers and stuff. And to find, by happenstance, young Master Nelligan's notebook with all the bond numbers in. He wouldn't be able to look at them and go, oh, bond numbers! He's got the bonds! I know what this is about now. No. He wouldn't have that kind of... you know, wherewithal. No, I clicked the wrong one. Scotland Yard. There we go. So if he did go there and kill him, it had to be over something else, but he was there. His tobacco pouch was there, and there were 2 glasses on the table in the cabin. And he's a harpooner, which means he would know how to wield that. But we need a motive.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes? Oh, really? Notre Dame's on fire. Oh
How's the
dear.
investigation going, Mr.
That's not the first time
Do you have
either,
any
is it? I think a few
idea who
years
the
ago,
murderer is yet?
well, maybe about a decade ago, didn't that cathedral catch fire then as well? I don't remember. But yeah, that's bad. I hope nobody's injured. Let's go down to the mortuary now. Let's see if the body's down here. I mean, I'm guessing that's the body there, but they've not put him on the slab. I guess we don't really need to do an autopsy on the body to determine cause of death. Harpoon to the chest, pretty conclusive, right? Alright, Liam.
I'm not saying another word.
What am I doing here? I've done
Okay, we
nothing
can't
wrong.
talk to any of the suspects. I've found and utilised all clues in the case. Oh, so there's nothing more to find. Please proceed to the deduction space and form a conclusion. Okay, I guess we're there then. So, 2 murderers, John Hotley Nelligan and Liam Hurtley, conspired to murder Peter Carey. Nelligan's motive was revenge for the whole thing over his father. I don't think that's the case. I think there's 2 murderers here, though. But I think it's Nelligan and the harpooner. Okay. So, we know about that. So the stuff that's got so this was John Nelligan's motive. He wanted the bond certificates back. This was a motive to murder Peter Carey. I think he was involved now. So he was looking for papers. Wait, what? Retrieving... Oh, his break-in attempt was to go back and retrieve his notebook. That's the thing, yeah. The break-in attempt was to retrieve the notebook. He was there at the murder, though, and dropped his notebook and went back for it, because it put him at the scene of the crime. It's definitely a feat of strength. But Cairns... What if Nelligan and Cairns met each other one day? What if Nelligan found Cairns first and went to talk to him? Because now his dad's bonds have started showing up on the market again, and he's got the ledger of numbers that his dad left him. He goes to speak to Cairns and gets the story about what we just got, about Dad getting his feet tied together and tossed overboard by Black Peter. And Black Peter keeping the tin box. Nelligan knows the tin box contains those bonds, and he's clearly selling them off to live a comfortable retirement. So between them, they both go and kill him. Because why the hell would Cairns have gone and visited a man that he didn't like? He called him a tyrant. He didn't like him. It's not like he goes there regularly and has drinks with him. This was a potential one-off. He may have gone there to find the bonds. I mean, even if Even if Nelligan didn't go, he may have been a conspirator. He may have given him the notebook, you know, to be like, you know, here, go find that paperwork with these numbers. He told him all about it. He's involved. Even if he didn't physically go there and help with the murder, he sent him there to do it. So this pouch proves the guilt, in my opinion, that he was there. How come we can't tie these guys together, though? See, if we put Hurtley as being innocent, and their letters were harmless flirting, so we can only have Nelligan innocent? And he went not looking for that, he was looking for his papers, so we believe him. And that means Cairns is guilty. But we can condemn Cairns. It was murder for Patrick Cairns. Professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was in the cabin. He's a cold-blooded murderer. Has been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. Must be punished. Patrick Cairns killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was self-defense against an armed and irrational drunk sailor. That's a point as well, because he did have his knife. So we can say he's the murderer. We can say it was either a premeditated homicide or not, but he still killed him. What if we put it on lucky throw? And Nelligan had motive for murder. And Nelligan was actually going back to retrieve his notebook. So we still can't put these together, it just proves a visit. Which means Nelligan is the guilty one. I really like the idea, though, that Nelligan and Cairns conspired together. That makes more sense to me, you know? But it doesn't look as though we can tie them together. I don't know, guys. What do we think? Did you miss any clues or connections? No, the game tells us now that we've found all the clues. And we've done all the connections. Then again, I don't know. Look, there are lots of little dots around here. Look, watch when the line pulses across, it highlights more in the middle. See these? Look here, extra things. Let's have a look around more. So this was not harmless flirting. This was desperate jealousy. We haven't looked at that. Gave him motive. So that means he had to be innocent, because that doesn't jive. It could still be a lucky throw. See, I don't think that Nelligan did it on his own. He's not strong enough, even with a lucky throw, to skewer that guy. I'm not sold on that idea. Alright, so here we've got another one. Hurtley is guilty of a lucky throw. I believe we've already seen these over here, though, haven't we? Yeah, that's right. We have to make sure we've connected all the nodes. Pouch proves guilt instead, which means it's not a lucky throw, it's a feat of strength. This was innocence. Harmless flirting, okay. I think I've tried all the combinations. We've seen all of them. We've definitely seen all the combinations. I just don't... I can't imagine a scenario where Peter Cairns suddenly goes there and kills him that night. But I also can't imagine Peter Cairns visiting this guy on a regular basis. Because he didn't like him. Right? So why would he have gone there if not to kill him and to know about the missing strong box? And we haven't found the tin box yet with all the things in.